Hi. I didn't think the button was going to work, so you've caught me unawares. I wanted to do a third reading. I did a general reading, I did a reading for the members, and I'm going to do this one for the subscribers if I can figure out how to do that. And the inspiration was, to strike while the iron is hot. For some reason, it's suddenly things are coming through much more easily, and I just feel like the grind is over in some way. And this business of the varying strata, the general read, the members read, and the subscribers read, there's something in that too, like the ripple effect. If the pebble goes down in the pond, are you one of the inner rings? And what's the energy like, in that stage, rather than when it begins to dissipate as the rings go out? I don't really know what I'm talking about, but it's something like, how close are you to that central event? Three of Cups. King of Pentacles. Both of those were in the last read, the members read. Eight of Pentacles. One of the reasons I did it this way is I just feel like we've got a kind of saga, or different episodes of the same story unfolding, and we get the repeats in the cards. Here we have a central character, King of Pentacles, who has appeared before, somebody who's come into their authenticity. There's something very connected about this individual. They've really worked in Pentacles energy, in their own, with their own kind of strong suit. And it's about being more and more present over time. Not in the same way, not, consistent in the sense that there's no change. There's definitely change. Greater stability, greater authenticity. And this is somebody who's sort of like, this is a card of making things, stamping out the pentacles. This is the self-made individual. Could be a business person. Could be an artist, a crafts person. But there's something very hands-on in this person's approach, which fits with Pentacles. It's hands-on. And this is the people this individual is connecting with. I think he, she, they have been busy and maybe, off working. But what they're working on is their ability to connect. Boy, a lot of repeats, and I shuffled and shuffled. Hangman. Hangman speaks to emotion. It's a water sign. It's Pisces. And I think this is about a kind of epiphany. King of Pentacles stood still long enough, in that Pentacles way. I'm rooted, I'm grounded, I'm stable. I care about, home and family, home and hearth. And this was somehow stabilizing to me, this period of suspension where I just tried to feel what I felt. Cups energy. And this king is feeling very connected. I mean, Hangman is a bit disconnected in the sense that it's not really engaging yet, except with one's own heart. But it's in preparation for this. And this kind of connection depends on that kind of enlightenment. I understand what I feel. Under King of Pentacles, the World. Another repeat. Last card in the Major Arcana. Completing a cycle and being able to kind of graduate to the next. And this is almost like, I'm seeing it almost like in the birth canal. You know, something's taking shape and ripening. And there's the cervix, the entry into the world as a newbie. On the level of, you know, how I connect. Queen of Swords in the last reading, which was members only. I might give you guys a way to buy into that because it was a great reading. Queen of Swords is an individual who is in search of answers. And it's an invitation. We've been describing her as someone who is inviting somebody else to tell the truth. Queen of Swords, all about truth and clarity. She looks a bit severe, but she's open-handed. She's not chopping anybody up with the sword. She's holding it absolutely upright. You know, I know what I'm doing, and I want you to know, sword energy, the same thing. What are you doing? That would be my question. Which surprised me. I didn't know that was the question. But like, what are you doing? She says, you know, what are you feeling? And are you ready for the next big thing? Because it's, you know, it's the last card in the Major Arcana. It's taking it, it's seeing something through to the point where it's, you know, it's like a newborn on Hangman. Ace of Cups. In that same water energy, this is the, you know, the individual either discovering, I think one of the things they're discovering is self-love. And Queen of Swords might be asking, you know, do you know enough about what you feel to love yourself, to know what you feel about your own place in the world, in your own heart? Have you asked yourself that question? I'm asking you. But somehow she knows, sword energy, that they already know it, that they already are asking themselves the same question. She's sort of acting as a he, she, they, as a mirror. You know, reflect on this. And there's an epiphany to be had in this change of perspective. seeing something in a new way that has to do with what I care about, what moves me. Hangman, Ace of Cups. On Queen of Swords, we have Queen of Wands. And I'm going to say right off the bat, these are two aspects of the same person. The one who knows in that sort of frontal lobe cerebral way, she can discern she, he, they, but we do have two feminines. Who knows intellectually and who knows intuitively. Wands energy. One would seek the answers outside themselves in a way. Like, what is my clarity about the situation? What do I see here? How can I, distinguish the character or something of the other person? And Queen of Wands would approach it. I mean, she doesn't really approach. She attracts. So Queen of Swords has a way of sort of saying, explain yourself. And Queen of Wands would be too busy off doing her own thing. She's not, it's not an energy of spending a whole lot of effort to solicit truth from somebody. It's sort of much more like, bring me your truth. If you have something to say, come to me and say it. I won't be chasing you around for the answer. And I think given this invitation to speak, that's basically what Queen of Swords is saying. It's like, no pressure. If you want to talk, if you want to communicate, do it. On Three of Cups, this possibility for reunion, Nine of Cups. This is the same story. It's as if we're getting different, it's almost prismatic. We're seeing it from slightly different angles. But the topic, I think, really is very much to do with things of the heart. There's the opportunity for love and understanding yourself and how your own heart operates. And then there's this movement toward the reunion place. It's like, I want that. I'd love that. This is King of Pentacles talking. Very matter of fact. Pentacles can be that way. It's like, there's not a lot of bullshit. This person is authentically saying what they mean. Okay, on Eight of Pentacles, the work. We got three. Oh my. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh my God. Oh man. I can't even hide the excitement. We have Wheel of Fortune, which I'm holding upside down. No, right side up. Wheel of Fortune, Two of Cups, Hermit. Okay, first of all, the work, Eight of Pentacles. Remember I said they're sort of doing the work by themselves, maybe at work, This is the craftsman. This is a single person, hard at work making something real. And the first sort of byproduct of that is that they themselves get increasingly present and real. Less up in their heads. There's been a lot of problem with up in the head stuff lately. So the work has been Wheel of Fortune. And again, like the Wheel of the Pentacle, working, all these working, for, figures of speech, working up to something. And suddenly, on the basis of this 3D effort and investment, the wheel turns. The wheel turns. It turns in this person's favor. Their destiny has shifted because they put in the work. It's a little bit like this, that New World card, Brave New World. We had that last time. But whatever the work was, it set this person on their the path of their destiny, of their karma. And this is what's driving the wheel, almost like the paddle wheel, the water moving the wheel. The water moving the wheel, Two of Cups. Cups energy, water energy, the energy of the flow. Pisces, Ace of Cups. Three of Cups, Knight of Cups. Somebody, if anybody was standing on the hose, now they're off the hose. It's really, it's slipstreaming. But here we have the card of the two coupling up, Two of Cups. And here we have the card of the individual journey. And I think part of what these people discovered in separation, I don't really see a card of separation, but there is this sense of things have taken a real turn, Wheel of Fortune, a turn for the better. This is the connection in 3D, but this is the abiding, it's a 9 card, 9 speak to the individual, Virgo, the sage. The abiding importance of, going into the quiet to get your answers. To get your answers. And it's an energy that for a lot of people is pretty uncomfortable, to be alone. Hermit comes back into the world, with this new wisdom that they can impart. This is a card of the teacher and the healer. This person has undergone a massive spiritual transformation. They did the work themselves. 8 of Pentacles, Hermit, both earth energies. Hermit is Virgo, earth energy. They did the work themselves on themselves, and it kicked the wheel, but it also changed their ability to connect with the other person, with their counterpart here, the Queen of Wands / Queen of Swords. And I think they've worked up their courage. Another thing they've worked on is their self-confidence. King of Pentacles, very self-confident, very grounded, very secure, both in the sense of, having a secure or creating a secure environment, but in their self, in their personhood, they know themselves. So they can connect to the person they love. Okay. We need a couple more on Knight of Cups. He's coming forward to try to persuade somebody to meet up with them. And we had that last time. Think again in the members read. Or maybe it was the general read. There's a block. Knight of Cups, Two of Swords. I mean, this King of Pentacles, as true and present as they are, may have to, kind of prove it. They may have some explaining to do. I think in whatever the other reading was, it was the Queen of Swords again, who was sort of saying, hold up. Do you know what you're doing? Do you know it's sword energy? You're offering this love, you want a reunion. Really? There's a little bit of that. Well, yeah. Four of Wands. I'm not sure why anybody would block the Four of Wands, but I think it's more like, I can't see it. I don't know if I believe it. Can I believe my eyes? That the destination for, that my heart might lead me to, because this is the bower. This is home. This is the meeting place. The portal, 1111, we've both traveled here. We've both intended to get here. We've been inspired. We've been drawn to this place. But there's a certain sense of disbelief. I think somebody's pushing past, their disbelief. They've made a decision. They've sort of overrode their own brain. Their brain might have said, I can't figure this out. No, don't do this. And I think there was an override. Their heart spoke louder than their head and said, go this way, go toward that meeting place. The meeting place. Go toward the meeting place. Is that it? No, it's not it. On the world, please. Five of Wands. Well, none of this has been easy. There was a lot to work out. Fives indicate a need for change. This is a card of struggle, of practice, of like trying to work something out. Again, that work it out image. This is very disorganized. Everybody's going in a different direction with a different purpose. So tell me more about that. I don't really get that. Well, sorting it out and coming up with a fair, balanced decision. It's like some sort of equilibrium was achieved, because this is really chaotic. Five of Wands, kind of, I don't know what I'm doing energy. It's being in a flap. It's being in a just frazzled. And then seemingly impossible, balance is achieved out of this kind of kerfuffle. It's like, what the hell is going on? I don't know. Well, apparently it was worth going through that, because the result was clarity. Clarity about what's fair in a relationship. And once it's like the sword is sort of the key to the lock, once that's, once you've gone past the time of not being able to do it, suddenly the key, there's a certain truth, something that's spoken or understood, that, on a deep level in the psyche about the relationship. And now there's this truth that's like a key that undoes the lock. These are sort of the get the image before too, the tumblers. And the key. And the key opens this big door to the rest of your lives. This can be a life partner, somebody who's in it for the long haul. They have a lot to give. They have a lot to give. So that was on World. On King of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. I'm going to get one more. 7 of Cups, because that can be confusion, illusion, Temperance. Again, the balance business. Both in air energy, speaking to understanding, communication, relationship. Understanding a relationship. And 5 of Wands, listen, this is something that was worked on, practiced. There may have been many attempts, 5 of Wands, to work this out. And suddenly, the key fits the lock. And the King of Pentacles, who maybe was confused about what they felt, Cups energy, discovers, Hangman, this could be both people. Both were confused and both discovered in their time apart how to love themselves, each one. And that was the key. The truth that shone through the confusion. Temperance. Divine timing. Key in the lock. Lock opens. Through the portal. Coming into your own. This relationship has come into balance, and, whatever happened in the separation, it like ripened. The feelings became ripe. King Lear, ripeness is all. And ripening. Divine timing. It couldn't have happened faster. It wouldn't have worked. It took as long as it took. There was a lot of effort put into this by both people. And that was the key, I think. What do you have, if you really want to be secure, one person opens and then the other person opens with their key. It requires both to get inside. The tumblers. Okie dokie. For subscribers, you're my people. I love you. And yeah, we'll do this again soon.